Are we live from Bagat, Locos Norte. There we are. Let's see if anybody shows up. Probably not. I like that. I don't want to see these people. So, did you ever get the pregnancy test back in? Huh?
No.
Did you get the pregnancy test back in?
No.
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 When did the doctor say you'll get it?
I don't know.
She's not pregnant, people. She's not pregnant. If you were, I'd be like, okay, is anybody, this shows that we got 2 watching now. Wow. Good morning, good morning. Let me turn this down, the monitor, so we don't get the feedback thing going on. So, Myles, how is your Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, this is the start of the show. It's down the monitor, so we don't get the feedback thing going on. All right, yeah, here we go.
Good morning.
Yeah, I know. It's what, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. your time, or working your way back as you go down. So, Liberty, how you doing, man? Appreciate you coming. Looks like maybe you're the first on scene. You don't know yet. So, what's going on in your life, Myles? Stop staring at them. It always starts off slow, man, until the people start coming in, the whole 5 or 6 people, and then we get a conversation going, which is good. This has a delay too. Oh, we got 6 now. We got 6 people watching. That's just amazing. Oh, that's good, Liberty. Where are you at? Are you on the East Coast, or are you on the West Coast, or are you like right in between?
What is in East Coast and West Coast?
East Coast is like, you know what East Coast, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North and South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. You okay?
Also, okay.
The Ozark Mountains.
Where's that? Ozark Mountain.
The Ozarks is like, correct me if I'm wrong, Liberty. It's like Missouri, that area. I hear a lot of people talk about, they're from the Ozarks, from Missouri. The company I used to work for, Wilson's Logistics, they had a couple guys that were from that's what they said, the Ozark. Oh, he's from the Ozark. I said, okay, where is it? Why does it matter? So you're living off grid, or you're living in a luxurious house? Arkansas, okay. Arkansas. Yeah.
Arkansas.
I gotta ask you a question. If you don't want to answer this, that's fine. Does like people like Missouri, when they mention the Ozark, do they mention it in a negative way, or they just say that's how they put the people in the category? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Hey, Paulie, how you doing, man?
Morning, boy. Good evening.
This is all. I'm having issues with this today. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh, it's awesome. It's pretty up there. I think it is. I think it's real pretty. Good evening, Paulie. Good morning, or no, actually, you're in Alabama, Foley, Alabama. So good evening. So how you like Foley so far?
Jackie and Liberty. Good evening.
I don't think there's. I haven't heard of any There's really no apartments here in Badal.
There is not.
I don't think there is. I think it's all homes.
What about the green paint in there near the house of the ex-mayor? The road, the main road.
Oh, you mean the one at the corner?
It's not the corner. It's along the main road. That road, the big road there.
Yeah.
There's a paint, green paint. That is apartment.
I never noticed. I'm being honest with you. I never.
You are the one.
Well, how about that one place that it was a appliance store? Now it's a.
I don't know.
On top of there, man, people say, oh no, that's a house, and I was like, every like you'll see a window with a door, a window with a door, a window with a door. You know what I mean? That ain't no house. That's like maybe it could be an apartment, or it could be like a place to stay, like a show. I don't know, a hostel.
Someone said that is house.
Somebody said it was a house. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, you got a window, then a door, and then a window,
Next
and then a
time
door.
when we gather, you go to that store. There is a sari store. Is that for renting?
See, there's no signs either there, like, a hostile or a what would they call travelers in. They have nothing there. So it might be a house, but it's weird. Like I said, window, door, all the way down the side and the front and on the side. So if it is apartments, they're small. If it is a house, it's small rooms. At least it appears that way. Now you could be surprised and walk in and be like, whoa, I don't know. It's crowded. God, like I said, I was there in 82, 83 maybe. And it was just like I said, it wasn't the main road going into town. You had sporadic stores or shops. And then when you got into town, there was, the town, of course. And it's like kind of like Badat, But people have told me that I know they still live there. They said, oh no, it's grown. It's grown quite a bit.
Cajun and
he's Cajun. Nothing wrong with Cajun hillbillies, man. Do you live off the land, or do you go to Walmart once a week? Does anybody go to Walmart anymore?
It's not important for you.
Nothing wrong with Cajun.
Austin, Texas.
Hey, how should I say? Okay, Truth. I'll just call you Truth 2025. Nothing wrong. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
Austin.
you so much. From Austin.
Where does Dowell live? Where's Dowell live? There's a couple we know, American and a Philippine wife. He's retired military and everything like that. And she's been living in the States for quite a number of years.
Austin.
Is it Austin?
Yeah.
Do you know Dowell?
Is it San Antonio? Is there?
No, I don't think it is. Hopefully Dowell will come up. He comes up all the time, unless he's got a lot, got things going on. 59 non-sec, yeah. How many? I know they had, when I was there, they had one red light. That was it. One red light. And that was in front of the firehouse. Only one. and it flashed yellow all the time. But people complain when it went solid red. I'm serious. It's like because a fire truck wants to get out. That's why it's solid red. They complained about that. I was like, well, really? Okay, you need to pick and choose your battles, man. You go to Walmart. I don't know. They're saying Walmart's getting real expensive. You know, it's not cheap anymore.
Everything go the
I mean,
price.
if for you, for so many people that watch, you know, especially like Mondays or when I upload for Tuesdays, we go to the market. Okay, and people love when we go to the market. But anyway, I post how much we spent that day. Prices are going up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I'm not saying go. Well, if you want to, that's up to you. You'll see how slowly the prices are going up. Now she's getting the same stuff all the time. She just refurbishes what we used on the week. She'll tell you. It's because the prices are going slowly up. So. Yeah, a lot of folk. You know, yeah, you got military around that area, I guess. Like Virginia, like the Virginia Beach area, have a large Philippine population, especially around Little Creek Amphibious Base. That's a large Philippine population there. Nothing wrong with that, just something you notice.
Yes, new subscriber.
Shane.
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 Shane. Hey, hi Shane, how you doing? And you, if you're in the States, good evening. If you're here, good morning. If you want to put where you're at, I mean, that's up to you. I don't mind. Yeah, Paulie, it is. Like I said, I still have people that I worked with when I only worked there. I was only there maybe a year, and then some stuff went down. I was like, man, this is not for me. And I left. I regret it. But I left. But yeah, it was nothing there. Do they have along 50, that highway, 57, 59, I don't remember. There was a bar when you're going towards the beach. On your right-hand side, it was called Bo's Place. I believe it was Bo's Place. The only reason I the only reason I remember it was they had chili that was really good. And yeah, Bo's Place. We used to go there for dinner. We go to the Barefoot Bar for lunch because they gave us discounts on our lunch. And we go to Bo's Place at night, you know, have a beer or two. Because drinking age down there was 18 or 19, I can't remember. But, and we go there for the chili, and they had these hamburgers that were like that thick. They were really good. They had Bo's Place. I don't even know if it's there anymore. I never asked. Yeah, Liberty, everything, man. But it's like the ripple effect, you know. People in the States forget what happens in the States. It kind of like spreads out. Like the price of fuel, when it goes up in the States, it's like, okay, it's gonna rise on us. Or like the price of food, which I don't understand. And maybe somebody could tell me why, like I'm a fifth grader, is that most of the stuff at the market, like the fish, is caught right out here, you know. And our local foods, like vegetables and stuff, is grown.
Yeah.
So it can't be tariffs, but it's called, you know, for every action, there's a reaction. Fuel go up.
Yeah.
The vegetables and stuff go up. So
they follow the.
I don't know. Yes, many nurses. Yes. I used to, you know, it was like, okay, when you had a Filipino nurse, it was like, all right, it's going to be a good ride. Because they took care of you, you know. Now, I'm not a needy person. I'm a type of person, and Myles will tell you, when I'm not feeling good or I'm sick, let me die in peace. Just leave me alone. You know what I mean? I don't want to be bothered. Just, my mom, I go in the bedroom, I turn the TV on, I just lay there. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Let me die in peace.
Canada.
Oh, you're from Canada, huh? How's things going on up there? Is it as crazy as the news is telling us?
It's crazy.
It's a fair question. Good morning, McLovin. How you doing, man?
Hey, good morning.
Glad to see you.
Welcome.
Glad to see you. He's another one.
Yes.
Yeah, the fruit is good. Can't say that. A lot of fresh seafood on that, especially during the shrimping season and stuff like that. You can get. I don't know if I can't. I don't remember if it's season. The shrimp are in season right now, but you can get it cheap.
Mm.
The shrimp, you can get it pretty cheap. Not dirt cheap, but you can get it cheap. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching, man. We do appreciate it. We do
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
She.
It's real life, man. It's real life. You know, I don't know how I said it so many times.
Mm.
You know, we're not out getting crazy. Me and Myles are the same age. Let's get warm here. Myles and myself are the same age. You're small.
What's it called? What do you mean that small hands?
No. It can go. That comment can go in anywhere. No, but you are like I said on a video, man. It just they have patience, and they'll sit there and listen to you to find out what exactly going on. I've been to doctors, okay, and you're sitting waiting in this room, especially those what they call them, the ones like urgent care and stuff like that. You're sitting there forever. The doctor will walk in, spend 5 minutes with you, and then walk out. And then the nurse walks in and says, "Okay, go home. You know, stop. Get this prescription filled. Do this, this, and this."
Mm.
And you're like, "Well, who am I paying here? Am I paying you? I don't say it to them, but I think it. Who am I paying? Am I paying you? Am I paying that doctor? You know, it's all about this. It's all about the money anymore." Hey, Hannah, how you doing? Tennessee,
Good morning, Hannah.
beautiful Tennessee.
Tennessee, great. Tennessee.
What?
Memphis.
Yes.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, Hannah, I got a question for you, okay? And it's been a big thing over here. I know you have nothing, just because you live in Tennessee, you know. But they talk a lot about this preacher. What was his name? I can't even remember. It's got a beard, and they say it's Elvis.
Mm.
But you ever hear this guy sing?
No.
Yeah, you did. Matter of fact, you heard him yesterday when I told you. When it came, you see it all the time, you know. And it's I said, listen to him.
I heard the song,
But
it's not.
Miles, the guy supposedly is 73 years old. He ain't gonna sound like Elvis when Elvis was 30 or 40. He's 73 years old. Just like Kenny Rogers. Listen to him back in his days when he was big and popular, and listen to him 2 or 3 years before he passed away. Totally different. Totally different.
Something sing the song. Someone sing their song.
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about, man? The doctor will come in, won't really say anything. Well, unless he's got to do the cough or whatever, or do the other things, the exams, the prostate exams. And they have the stethoscope. You know, I don't think they ever use it, but they got it. Mm-hmm. They just say, they look at the chart, they ask you a couple questions, and maybe they'll look at you, unless depending you're there for heart or something like that. Then they walk out, and the nurse walks back in and take this, and that. And I'm not blaming the nurses; they're doing the job. You know, it's all.
Birthday girl. Misha, good morning, Misha.
Hey, Misha, good morning. It's still your birthday,
yeah.
Oh, today? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I told you 2 days ago.
Did you?
Mm-mm.
Was I doing something at the time?
Today.
What? Was I doing something at the time? You don't know?
Only sitting in there. Yeah.
She did tell me. I just-
23rd.
Happy
20th.
birthday, Misha.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. So what are you, like 22, 23 now? Yeah. I like nurses, man. I do. I think. But it's different. I don't know if for people who have been in the Philippines, the role of the nurse in the Philippines is totally different than it is in the States. Here, the doctors, right? It seems the doctors do most. The nurses, they just, the hospitals that Myles has been in, it just seems the nurses are, unless they're not maybe nurse assistant, I don't know. They do your blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
And what else?
The
The thing on the finger, right?
yeah, the pulse.
The pulse, and that's it. They walk around.
Your hemoglobin.
I don't know.
No, it's just the nurse doing her job, his or her job, getting your
Oh, I think-
temperature, adding your medicines.
But-
all that's-
I know this, and it probably happens in the States too. The doctors, like, I don't know, they don't. It seems they don't treat them with respect.
No, that's the doctor. I think it.
I
They,
could be wrong. Okay.
a patient have the record, right?
Well,
Holding by that nurse, and then every time the nurse will come over and check you. That is the work of the doctor, seeing the one in the
what I'm trying to say is, okay, like in the States, okay, and I don't know about anybody else's experience. The nurse will come in, say if you have some kind of dressing on, bandage on, they come in and they do all that, and they do a wound check, to make sure no infections are setting in. And they do all that. They even, administer your shots or whatever, and they change out your IVs. Not here.
Mhm.
The doctor does all that. And I'm like, and I talked to one when we were at Black Nazareth.
Mhm.
I talked to the nurse and I said, English thing, the language barrier is there. And she says, when they go to nursing school here, they're taught all that. But the doctors, for most part, I'm pretty sure it's different depending on where you're at, excuse me, is that the doctors do it all. Change out the IVs and needles and changing dressing and stuff like that.
doctor nurse
That's-
will be the
That's
one.
what I just said. The doctor does it.
Yeah.
That's what they do with you. Remember, Myles had a large mask on her neck. And every morning the doctor came in and, changed the dressing and everything like that. No, I'm sorry. And yeah, also here, say you need some bandages and some gauze and medicine. They don't bring it with them. They give you a prescription.
And you go to the
And then you got to go down to the pharmacy, which you're paying like three times more than it would cost you in a regular pharmacy out in the street.
yeah.
You got to, and then you bring it up. Everything you get, the private hospitals, okay, you got to pay for before they do anything. Okay, let's see what happens.
I am the big 50 today. Misha.
Yeah, he does, Hannah. That's what I'm saying. But also, she was like, "It doesn't sound like him." I said, "Myles, he's the man. Supposedly, this guy is 73 or something like between 70 and 73 years old. His voice is going to change." And I gave you the example like Kenny Rogers.
Mm.
He had that when he was younger. He can change the tone of his voice when he was singing, but as he got older, he couldn't do that anymore. I mean, I still have respect for him. But because I seen him one time when I was living in Virginia, I saw him. It was a very small venue, and this is when he was up in age, and it was like I was like, dude, just retire.
For example, if he is still alive, how old is he?
I don't know. Hannah, anybody out there know how old Elvis would be if he was still alive
Still
today?
alive, yeah.
But also, me and Miles got in this conversation about celebrities and everything like that. And I remember, and I was like, I wouldn't want to be famous. I mean, I like the money. I would like the money, but I would not want to be famous. You can't go anywhere. You can't. Well, I want to go to McDonald's. I'm sorry, you can't do that. Well, I want to go to the mall. No, you can't do that
Why?
either.
Why you cannot?
Because you're famous. People don't know boundaries. Okay, people don't know boundaries. I'm not talking about celebrity or whoever they are, but the average person don't know their boundaries. You know, and these celebrities or these, they don't. Yes, they have to sell themselves on wherever they go. They got to sell them so people still watch them or listen to them, whatever. But I don't know how to explain. People just
I think if you go to the mall or what place you want to go, that
they can't go to the
they
mall.
need to know. You should tell to them that you go there, because if you go there without telling them, of course people will grab.
Miles, people ain't gonna listen.
Yeah, but I think you cannot go inside without any securities will.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everywhere you want to go, you got to have
Yeah,
4 or 5 bodyguards around you because you got some wacko.
not only the
You know?
bodyguards, also
I
the
wouldn't want to be.
security,
I would not.
securities in the
You
mall.
have no life. You can't go anywhere. I'm telling you, they gotta be the most miserable person. Money doesn't buy happiness. It buys you a lot of things, and then also you're thinking, okay, this is my way of thinking. You're thinking, all these people that say they're your friends, you wonder, are they really my friends or are they just around because who I am and how much money I have? I would not want to live that life.
Memphis is not really Tennessee.
Oh, he would be 90? Like I said, I don't know if it's him. I don't care. But the guy can sing. But they're saying it's Elvis. And another thing, like I don't know you all would agree or disagree. When one of these celebrities or whoever passes away, leave them alone. They're gone. They're dead. Leave them alone. But John Lennon did this when he was when he was with the Beatles, or Elvis Presley did that. Why didn't he say these things when he was alive? Because he can't defend himself. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Boundaries. People don't have boundaries anymore. Well, they probably never did. That's just the way I feel, man. I would not want to be famous. Keith Richards, yeah. Yeah. You looked that up, didn't you, Misha? You looked that up. You're cheating. That's fine. Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't want to be famous. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not talking just to talk. I'm serious. You can't do, you don't have, they got to be miserable. They got to be miserable. Yeah, they can have these beautiful wives or beautiful girlfriends or hot husbands or hot boyfriends, but it's all part of that inner circle. They ain't gonna date somebody that's a nobody. They ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Look at how many celebrity marriages only last like a year. You know?
Yeah, celebrity are almost the same. Changing partner.
Misha was cheating. That's
yes,
fine.
thank you very much, Misha. Said I am the first one who wish her happy birthday in Facebook.
Miles is all about that. Then you know, Misha, there's a rule of thumb here in the Philippines. When you were born, okay, when a Filipino is born, they get 2 things. They get a cell phone and they get a Facebook account. That's the first thing, right? Yeah, truth. I'm telling you, it's weird, ain't it? You're like, wait a minute, what? And there is a law here that they can't hold you in the hospital if you don't, for payment. There's a law here. Nobody follows it. No, there's you ain't paying, you ain't going nowhere. And as you're staying there, you're racking up the money. The bill's getting higher and higher. You got to pay to stay there. Okay, they going and is that like that in the public hospitals?
No, more free in public hospital.
Yeah, people. Yeah, but see, you got to pay, right? People think that. I mean, I had one guy. He not argued, but he debated me. He said, "Oh, Philippines is socialized medicine." No, it's not. Okay, no, it's not. You still got to pay. And like England, I lived in England, like I said, Scotland for quite a number of years. You don't pay the medical bills. Now you can have private insurance for whatever, but a lot of the people there don't pay the medical. There is no payment. But yeah, the Philippines does not have social life. They have cheap medical, but a lot of people, if you have a choice between going to a private hospital and going to a public hospital, which one would they choose, Myles? If they had a choice between a private and a public hospital.
Public.
You told me to stop. Now, is there any difference? I don't know. Both times that Myles was in the hospital, we went to a private hospital. One in Badak and one in Ilocos. So they have one down the road. It's called Marcos, right?
Yeah.
But every time you go by there, man, there's like people sitting out in the lawn waiting to go inside, long line waiting to go inside. It's like I don't want to deal with that.
No, maybe those are the one who taking care of the patients. They are waiting for the visiting hour.
Not at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
I have no time to believe that.
Especially if they came from a far place, so they will go there early.
Yeah, Pete Rose. I remember when Pete Rose played for Philadelphia. They used to call his nickname was Charlie Hustle. Pete Rose, but he got kicked out. What they call it, inside gambling or something like that. He kind of got blacklisted from the Major League Baseball, Major League, whatever. I can't remember how they phrased it. Yeah, I think he got a raw end of the deal. To be honest with you. Then you had, remember Tug McGraw? He played for Philly. He was good, but Tug McGraw liked his drinking. He was at a he was they were at this charity thing and he showed up. He was that guest star and showed up drunk. And parents were like, "No, honey, you don't want to see it," because he was sloppy drunk. He was like, "No, honey, you don't want to see it." Mom, I want to see Tug McGraw. No, you don't. He was drunk. I didn't see him. I didn't care. Hey, Jackie, you talking about being a celebrity? But I don't want to be famous. Yes, thank you, Misha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now everybody's throwing out their birthday wishes to you. Miss Misha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember they made a big thing about that. But how many other players did it, but they weren't caught?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jackie? Was he accused of throwing games? You know what I mean? So in other words, so that whatever he was betting on went his way. You know what I mean? I don't remember exactly, but I remember they made a big thing about it.
Hey,
Hey.
good morning, Dan.
Hey, Dan Maria. Yeah, I don't remember if it was because they said he was throwing the games, to his favor, whoever he betted on. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know if you all know we're going to be smoking that turkey today. Miles was out there for. She didn't tell me she was going outside. Not that she needed my permission, but I go out there and there she is cleaning the girl up. I neglected that smoker for too long.
Yeah.
Now I'm regretting it because I gotta.
Because how many times is that I will clean tomorrow?
I know. It's
Until the tomorrow is again tomorrow
It's
and
called-
again tomorrow.
It's called out of sight, out of mind. Why do you think I never opened up the back door? Because as soon as you open up that back door, you see it. So now I'll probably see if I can find somebody here that does one of these paint shops here. See if they do sandblasting and blast it down and then paint it. It would have to be a heat resistant paint. Yeah, I mean it's a great grill. I just like I said, man, laziness. I'll be the first one. I don't. Oh, okay. Well, then why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? If he's not betting on, like, say the Phillies played Pittsburgh, okay, and he said Pittsburgh's going to win, and he kind of did things to make sure they did win. You know what I mean? That's wrong. But if he said, okay, I want to, bet on two teams that had nothing to do with him, I don't think that's a problem. And I'm pretty sure there's other players that do that. I'm pretty sure now to this day there's other players that do that. Whatever sports it in. This is why is that, McLovin? I like remoting this stuff. I mean, that's why it's like, when you come to the Philippines, man, I mean, you do what you want to do. You do whatever your taste is. But if you want to experience the Philippines, Cebu and places like that is not, it's so westernized. I think it is. Manila, places like that. Now, you can see a lot of Western qualities here in Badak. I shouldn't say a lot. You see a few Western qualities here in Badak, okay, but it's not overwhelming. They still ain't got a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Wendy's here, right? They don't even have a Jollibee's, but I don't think they'll ever have a Jollibee. They might, but right now I don't think they'll ever have a Jollibee's. You know?
Jollibee is not that expensive.
No, but the average person here probably can't afford it. In other words, to maintain it being here, you know what I mean? The Jollibee's here would work at a loss. That's what I'm saying, as far as profits. No, I don't. No, I have nothing in the States.
Retiring in Philippines, but I'm on the fence to sell house or not.
Sell his house in the States.
Yes.
I mean, it's up to you. Some people say no, just, if your house is paid off, we have friends that live in Texas. And I told him, man, I said, as you get older, medical things start going bad for you. I said, I either rent the house out or have your daughters. The house is paid off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the house is paid off. I said, I would keep it just in case you have to go home. You have to go back to the state. You have a place to live. And where he lives, I think it's Austin, right? I think it's Austin, Texas.
Maybe if not Austin, San Antonio.
Yeah. And, he's got an Air Force base around there. I know that, right? I believe it's an Air Force base there. So I said, if something happens, what are you going to do? You're going to go back to the States and spend all this money on renting an apartment or whatever?
It's much better not to sell it.
Oh, the bad. Oh yeah, yeah, bad Wi-Fi. That's you get used to
Love
that,
neighbors.
huh?
And roosters
Oh
love
yeah.
neighbors.
Actually, our neighbors ain't bad. Our neighbors ain't bad. We got a retired couple living south of us next door, and the guy lives north. The next door
They're very
neighbor,
quiet.
good guy, man, really great. And I have a lot of respect. He did something for us
Mm.
that he didn't have to do, and I just like that's the guy. When we lose power, I throw the extension cord here. Here's some power. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, no good deed goes undone. So that's what I do. What happened was, should I tell him? When Myles broke his arm, her arm, all right, he was like, okay, what do we do? He ran and got a vehicle to come get Myles, and he didn't have to. He didn't have to. He could have sat there like the rest of them, just sitting there looking and watching. Okay, he not ran, but he jumped on his motorcycle to go get a vehicle to get Myles and take him to the hospital. He didn't have to do that. He could have been like everybody else that sat there and watched. Matter of fact, there's one guy that sat there and was laughing, which I thought was messed up, but that's beside the point. And I remember things like that, the little things, He didn't have to do it.
Sometimes you have the conscience that
No, he's just a good person.
you can see the person really need the help. So if you have
Well,
time,
let me tell you
nothing
what.
to do, you go.
The guy was sitting there laughing.
That is already common sense. They
Let
don't
me
know how to
finish.
do it.
Let me finish, please. If the guy who was sitting there watching and laughing, if he was in the middle of the road on fire, I wouldn't piss on him to put him out. I'd be laughing. No, I don't like this guy to begin with.
It's nice. You better walk away than to insult them.
Yeah, you're right, Hannah. Dollar General. Or Walmart in every neighborhood, right? Dollar General, they say the prices are going up, but Dollar General. I used to deliver to Dollar General. I hated it because they're not in the most nice areas, okay? And some of the times you had to pull into like places you're like, well, I'm going to get stuck there. I said, you got something to get me out? No, you'll have to call a tow truck. I said, I ain't paying for it. And they look at you. I'm not paying for it. You're not providing an area for trucks to deliver your goods. Yeah, go out to that field, make a U-turn, and I ain't going out to no field. No.
I'm in
Australia. Yes, in San Antonio, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still works for the government. He retired from the Air Force and now he's working for a good guy, man. Good family. Him and his wife. She's a Filipino. Yeah, Dollar General. Yeah, every time I had to go make a delivery to them, they'd sit there and go, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm just delivering it. I mean, we're talking like half a trailer full of stuff that had to go into the store. And our rule of thumb is we take it to the back of the door of the trailer, and they tell you, it's your problem, not mine. Some try to say, well, no, you got to, nope, sorry, nope, I ain't doing it. What's he talking about?
Look at the last comment over there up there. Bad Wi-Fi, roster loud.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that is his.
Yeah, the roosters. You get used to the roosters. Matter of fact, if there ain't the roosters crowing at night, it's kind of like something going on. So what's wrong? That and the dogs. Now, I used to feel bad because once, Monkey's old and he's just like a human being. He's always got to go to the bathroom. He'll go out at like 1, 2 o'clock and want to go out there and bark. I used to be like, Monkey, quiet. Now I'm like, whatever, let you do your thing.
Especially if he's so cat outside or other dogs
cats.
outside.
Well, they all know. They all know Monkey hates cats. Don't know why, but he hates cats. Mimi don't. I think Mimi just follows in. Because there's been times when Mimi was outside by herself and a cat will walk by and she just watch it. But as soon as Monkey's out there and loses his mind, she's right behind him. But yeah, the loud and the karaoke.
Karaoke is until 10 o'clock at least.
Yeah, in theory. But how many times we hear that the drunk at like
Yeah,
1,
until
2
10
o'clock in the
o'clock.
morning?
No,
Yes.
you cannot hear them anymore. 10 o'clock, that is the limit here.
Okay. Is that your story? You sticking to it?
10 o'clock is the limit. If you do that karaoke. Otherwise, the police or the captain will.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, some of these people can sing. Someone can sing.
Everybody can sing.
I mean, no, Myles.
Especially those
sing.
People who cannot sing, and after they drunk, they know how to sing already.
Yeah, I like the roots just don't bother me, man. Yeah, the average, I think, the average Filipino can sing. Well, they do it all the time. They're happy people, you know. They love to sing. They love the music, right?
Yeah.
They love the music. Uh-oh.
Hey, Peter. Good morning. Good evening.
Hey, good morning, Peter. How you doing, man? No, I can't. I cannot sing.
Next time, Brent will be you.
No, Brent won't do anything. Don't make promises that you can't keep. No.
Next time when I do the karaoke, Brent will be you.
Oh yeah, Myles could sing. I can't, and I'm not in denial. You know, how many times we go visit somebody in the karaoke, and they hand me the mic. I'm like, you lost your mind. They knew it ain't happening. Now there's some people that are there to start singing in the clothing. You know what I'm talking about? You're like, oh my God, somebody take the mic away from me. Take the mic.
Good morning, Timothy. Good morning.
Mr. Timothy, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Timothy's in the house. You got a voice for that? You got a radio voice? No, you could. How was I going to say that? I was thinking about doing podcasts, right? I came and went. And I was like, yeah, but you got to have that. There was a guy called Rob's Coffee Shop. Okay, he had a radio voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Robert.
Rob Coffee Shop. But also, he's been in the entertainment business for years. He was radio and all this other stuff. And I was like, man, I'd love to have that voice, that deep voice.
Mm.
He was trained for it. Yeah, you're right. They would be hollering. You don't want me to sing. I'm not going to sit there and try to BS you. You do not want me to sing. Number one, my accent. Okay, that's what.
It's nice to hold the microphone.
It might be nice to hold a microphone. It's not nice for me. Believe me, it's better off if I just leave it alone. I never said you couldn't sing. Have I ever said, Myles, you can't sing? No. Got birds watching our live. I never said that you couldn't sing. Never. But when we had our get-togethers, not here, but here, nope. I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. No. Yeah. Got the 12-pack of Red Horse. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's the
yes.
problem. You get these guys. You get these. It's guys. It ain't girls, man. The guys.
After a case of Red Horse, they know how to. Their great voice comes out.
What I think is funny, okay, when they're doing the karaoke and they're 3 sheets to the wind and they're singing a song and half of their singing is mumbled, and you're like, or that, and you're like that one guy, remember? When we were visiting your sister, that one guy, the one you said was a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I come on, and he wouldn't give anybody the mic, and he kept on. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. And the speakers were, you don't touch the speakers, okay? You don't lower the volume. You're gonna piss people off, all right? And I'm sitting like, I gotta go. I gotta get away from this. It was like really loud, and
He was already passed.
he passed away though, right? But oh my God. It was like, please, oh, please take me away.
At least he can sing.
You couldn't sing. Yeah, we got that one. Is he really, Axl Rose really that bad? He's gained a lot of weight. I noticed that. Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses used to be really thin. Did you know he hated his fans? He didn't want to be around his fans or nothing. He just didn't like them. But yeah, he's gained quite a bit of weight. Maybe that's the years of hard drugs and alcohol. I don't know. How many people are here?
No, we don't know.
I have no idea. Where's my phone? I'll Google it.
Population, the whole Badok. The whole Badok.
Yeah, Daryl's in Dallas. The guy we were talking about, he's in Dallas right now with his daughter. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. So Misha's probably gonna beat me to it. That's why Misha, that's why I'm going really
Who don't
slow.
want to be around their fans.
They said 2020 census, they had a population of 32,530 people. That's not too bad. Padak is bigger than you think it is. Everybody thinks Padak is just a town. No, Padak is like out in the farmlands.
Yes.
You know.
We have 31 barangays.
It's a 31?
Yes.
That's what they said. Axl Rose just didn't like his fans. I don't. And they say he was public about it, In other words, I don't know. But there's a lot of, I don't know. I'm not going to go down that road again. Thank you, Misha. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to smoke the turkey today. It's only like, how much was it? 5 kilos or 10 kilos?
5.
Yeah, the turkey only weighs 5 kilos. What, 10 pounds? Because it's all organic. It's not pumped up with steroids, James Taylor was good. Smokey Robinson. You want to know something, and I asked Myles about Auto-Tune came out what, the 90s, late 90s, Auto-Tune for microphones. I wonder if all the singing stars you have nowadays, would they be any good if they didn't have auto-tune? I mean, back in the days, like the 60s and the 70s, either you sung or you didn't. You could sing or you couldn't sing. Nowadays, like I said, they got these computerized. Everything's computerized, sometimes I wonder if you got the look and you're an entertainer, they could probably work with you. You know,
Mm.
it's just curious.
But it's-
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of it. Everybody like, I want to say, sorry.
a lot
Everybody thinks Badak is just a town. No, Badak is like,
bigger, but small population, not that big population. But
32,000 is not a small population, Myles.
it's but the Badok, entire Badok is very, very, like he said, it's a lot bigger than.
But I just wonder when they do the census, because they do census here, okay? I just wonder, do they count the people that are like OFWs or, you know, like a family member that's working overseas or something? Do they count them as part of the household? Because when they ask you the questions, do they say how many people are living right now at the house, or they say how many members in your family that live in Badak? How would you say
No,
that?
they usually ask me how many people living in his house. No
Okay.
more.
Well, you could say, I don't know.
Not family member, not family.
It just doesn't seem like 32,000. It doesn't.
Yeah, especially maybe that is the on the 33. 33 is the 33.
It's 32,000 something. You're talking about Axl Rose? No, I was never really a big fan of Guns N' Roses. I like the old music. Is somebody calling us? No. Yeah, when somebody's trying to get your attention, they'll stand at your gate or whatever and yell "Apple." I didn't see anybody.
No.
And you can choose to ignore or not ignore. Yeah, I just miss like the. Now there is one group that if you hear them, well they're older now, like Rolling Stones. You ever actually hear them in concert? They suck. They suck. Rolling Stones. I saw them in concert at the Spectrum in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. They sucked. It was kind of like we're talking 70s, 80s, late 70s, early 80s, I believe it was. And they weren't that good. And it was like,
What is it?
150.
Time.
Jackie, you talking about here in the Philippines? 159 people. That's nobody.
It's not nice. This is.
Was everybody related? Yeah. Like I said, I never got into Guns N' Roses that much.
I am one of the fan of Anne Marie.
Anne Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good.
Strong, I'm sure.
Like, I don't think he really could sing. I think how would they explain that? Like talk sing, like Bob Dylan. I don't think he could sing, but he had good songs. He's a good songwriter. Yeah, all noise and light. Yeah. Oh, Fountain Hill. Yeah, small town. I bet you they were good people though. Good people. Usually small towns do have good, but see, the only reason they have good people because everybody knows who the jerk is in that town, and everybody avoids them. Kind of like here, you know. Kind of like here, people know in the town. I'm not talking about the outskirts. People know who the problem people are, and they avoid them.
No, no.
No?
Honestly, it's a long time we didn't watch the Showtime.
We have, yeah,
The
that's
Showtime.
we have Hulu. Okay, I don't like it anymore because if you want to watch like a recent movie, I'm talking maybe 3 years, you got to pay for it on Hulu. But they got all these movies from like '95, and they got movies you never heard of, and the actors in it that you never heard of. But the good ones, you got to pay for it. Even some like The Sopranos. I don't know how many of you like that show, The Sopranos. I liked it. It was the dysfunctional mob family. Okay, I liked watching it. You liked it, Tony.
Yeah.
You liked it, and if you want to watch that, you got to pay for it. I'm just trying to find out what is the best streaming service out there because I don't think there is anymore.
Yeah, and I like to watch that Burn Notice.
Like Burn Notice, you like Burn
Yeah.
Notice, but how many times do we watch that? To season 1 until then, how many times do we watch that?
2 times.
2 times. ER. This is the 3rd time we watched it from the beginning to the end. I used to like Grey's Anatomy, but then they started getting political, and I'm like, and even Myles was like, huh?
I'm not really um, amazed to the story of Great Anatomy.
Yeah, it's doing your face about politics, and I don't care about your political beliefs. I don't care.
See?
These are Filipino TV shows.
No, we're not really watching Filipino shows.
And that's not my choice, okay? No. I'm going to defend myself. Everybody's like, dude, you're an ass. I subscribe to the satellite service here. They don't have, well, they might have cable TV, but here they have satellite service. She never watches it. And I'm always telling her, hey, Myles, you want to watch the news? You want to watch? We used to watch this, what was it called, CBS, CBN? Or...
That's what he said. He said that it's Showtime.
Oh, okay, yeah. We used to watch CBS. What's it called?
ABS-CBN.
Yeah, ABS-CBN. I liked it. Okay, half the time I didn't understand. I didn't have a clue what was going on. But here in the Philippines, they're more into physical comedy than they're more into the physical stuff. And there used to be what's that one person?
Vice Ganda.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Vice Ganda.
The funny one?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Vice Ganda.
All right. I thought this person was funny. Okay. I didn't have an idea what the hell she was saying, or he or she, whatever you want to say. All right. But I just thought they were funny. But Dorte went after, not only Dorte, but the government went after them, making these accusations. Well, I don't know if they were true or false, and they shut them down. And they were probably the number 1 station in the Philippines, weren't they?
One of the number 1.
I thought it was a good station, but they shut it down.
Wawawi. No, I don't like Wawawi.
What's Wawawi?
It's a kind of show. Kind of show of a well-known TV host called what is the name?
I don't know.
Willie Revillame. But I don't like his show.
Look, Myles listens to anything. Myles will listen to any kind of music. Well, it's like she don't like the new rock, okay? She likes the old stuff. She likes country music.
Yeah.
Do you listen like opera? But do you like music, just music with no vocals? Just the instruments playing?
Yeah, I like the instrument, music, just instrument that 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Because what I usually do, Miles rather listen to music than sit there and watch TV, okay?
Yeah.
TV shows. So what I usually do, if I got to come in here and do some work, I'll go on the YouTube on the music and I'll find, okay, here's one that's going to be on, 2 hours worth of music. So I'll listen to it. But
I will listen music whole day, better than the TV.
mhm.
Good music.
We don't watch that much TV as far as like shows or anything like that.
Yeah,
Watch a lot of I'm gonna be honest, we watch a
YouTube.
lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you start watching a video, no, that's boring. You can choose what you want to watch.
Yeah.
But at night we'll watch ER. Usually it's one episode. We'll watch ER, and then it's like. But like I said, I got Hulu right now. I'm trying to find one that at least plays movies that ain't no older than 3 years old. And I know who the stars are, and I heard of the movie before. And they're not, well, they're all like that, the politically correct ones. You know that one? Maya and Sir Chef. Chief.
Mhm.
Sir Chef.
Oh, maybe he's talking about the Jody Santa Maria and what is the other
I have no
guy? I
idea.
don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, here it says right here. What company put it out? What channel? Do you remember, Paulie? She likes Southern. You like Southern, right? Yeah. She listens to that. Like I said, she likes the typical Filipino, likes all kind of music. Right?
But honestly, I better listen the Western or other countries' music rather than Philippines.
Why is that?
The Philippine song.
Why?
I feel not, especially some of the songs they deliver the song that not good.
Okay.
I love country music most.
Yeah, I know that. Most of your people here like country.
Mhm. Country music.
More modern country, not the old stuff. You hear more of them. Actually, that's all you hear is the modern country.
Yes, I know Richard Yap. I forgot the name of that guy, Richard Yap. And I know that Jody Santa Maria. Like I said, I'm not really watching like Filipino
Yeah, like I said, it's just
series.
nice. Do you ever listen to that? They sing a lot of AC/DC songs. It's a group of guys, and they don't have you can say it's an instrument, where one guy will be sitting there hammering on a mountain on a like a mallet or something like that, and another guy will be doing the spoons, and you always on YouTube you see a lot when they do like Thunderstruck from AC/DC. They're pretty good. You know what I'm talking about. You see them. They're wearing coveralls.
Yeah.
The Blackness. We've seen that. Yeah, we
The
see. What's his name
Black
with that?
Miss- Yes, Mr.
Wayne.
Reddington.
Mr. Who?
Uh, Red Reddington.
Remington. Yeah.
With Elizabeth.
Yeah. Is that series over? We didn't watch the whole. We
That
didn't
is
watch.
series.
Well, Yahoo don't have it, but we were watching it. I think is it Netflix? Jackie, who? Yeah, it has it right there. Hello, Netflix. Yeah, we were on a trial thing, and then we were doing. And I thought Hulu was pretty good, which it's not. And yeah, we were watching that.
Yeah, we watched it 2 times.
That show had a lot of entanglements of this and that and this. One story led to another story to another story to another. It was good. I liked it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Music City. Yeah, you would like Music City.
No.
Yeah, you would like Music City. All right, Paulie. Thanks you for showing up. Appreciate it, man. You have a good night.
Good night.
We're on a time delay because I'm watching it. I got a monitor here watching the live version. We got the setup here, and it's kind of like I think it's like a couple seconds or maybe 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
It gets confused. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and what's that other one we used to watch? You used to watch all the time. The guy who was a spy and he got blacklisted, and then
That is the burn notice.
yeah, burn notice. Yeah, that was good.
That is a burn notice.
Burn notice. Yeah, you got burn notice.
Yeah. Burn notice. I just.
We're 12 hours ahead of you. We're 12 hours ahead of the East Coast. Yeah, right now it's 9:14 a.m.
Then it's maybe 9:14 p.m.
Yeah, we'll have to cut out here about 9:30 because we got to start the smoker. Okay, here we go. Do you have anything like Broadway, where they have a bunch of like theaters there, performance theaters where they do plays and movies? Well, yeah, they do movies there too, but like plays. No,
I don't know.
you don't know. Yeah, Jason Bourne. Yeah, I like them movies. Yeah. You never seen them, did you? No, I don't think you ever seen them. You would like them. What's the one? Oh yeah. What's it called? I watch them. Never mind. I can't think of the name of it. But Keanu Reeves in it. You like Keanu Reeves?
Ken Reeves.
Yes, you like him. John Wick.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Yellowstone. Eh? Yellowstone. Yellowstone.
Yellowstone? Nah, I haven't seen that yet. I heard about it, but I haven't. Is it any good? Jack, is it any good?
Yellowstone.
No, not The Matrix. John Wick. Yeah, I know he played in The Matrix too, but he also got John Wick. Yeah, I like him. I like The Matrix. I've seen every one of The Matrix. Makes it think, don't it? The Matrix.
That is not nice series, that Yellowstone.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I don't think it's on Hulu. If it's a good show, it's not going to be on Hulu. Or no, it'll be there, but you got to pay for it.
yeah. And you cannot find them also in Prime Video.
What, Amazon Prime? Amazon Prime used to be pretty good. I don't know. I don't have it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll see if Hulu has them. What's the setting of it? Is it like back in the 1800s or early 1900s, or is it like present? Now, I'll check it out. Hold on a second.
Yellowstone.
Like I said, on Hulu.
Go.
You got to pay for it. You got to pay for it. Yeah, I like the Matrix series. Yeah, I always did like it. Makes you think, though, don't it? Truth makes you think. Oh, I wonder how, if this is close to reality or what. You seen the Matrix?
Yeah. I
Take
see
the
many
red pill
times.
or the blue pill. Yeah, I like the Matrix. I've seen all the Matrix.
Yeah.
I think that's what got him got him going. You know what I mean? Miss Grace, she's doing good. She's doing good. When's the last time you talked to Miss Grace?
2 weeks already. He came
Been 2
here
weeks?
for about 2 weeks already.
Yeah, she used to show up and then all of a sudden it kind of like, well, she's got, what, 3 kids?
She's very busy.
And she's,
Every day. During Saturday and Sunday, they do the household
chores. Yeah, I'll check it out. Math, no. You know, YouTube plays a lot of movies for free.
Those are very, very old already.
Not all of them. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of old movies.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to pay for them. It just bothers me when you pay for. You know, I remember when like cable TV first started becoming popular during the 70s, late 70s maybe, or mid 70s. You could, I mean, everything. You had HBO, Cinemax, and in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, we had what they call Prism. Which Prism, every Friday night, they had concerts. live concerts, and then they had, because WWF was so big back then, they had that. But now everything, man, they just nickels and dimes you for everything. You know, oh, you want to watch that? You got to pay for it.
Yeah, of course.
And no, I'm not cheap, but I might seem, but you know, you're paying. Streaming services are expensive to begin with, and then they try to, like I said, you got to pay for this movie, that movie.
Dark Winds.
Dark Winds, never heard of it. It's good.
This is good, Jackie.
I'm gonna be honest, I never heard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, I think the best. I mean, I like old shows too, like All in the Family, the Jeffersons. So I like watching them. And All in the Family, you got to pay for on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking the early 70s, and they want you to pay for the movie to show. I don't understand it. You want to call it quits? We got to get that smoking going.
We don't know if the barrel already dried off.
Well, yeah, I screwed up, man. Neglecting keeping that smoker clean. I regret it now.
No, that is why sometimes I want to buy the sun and rain or shine shade.
Yeah. Yeah, I regret it. I really do.
To cover it.
All right, man, we're going to let you all go so we get this smoking, get it going. I do appreciate you all being here. I really do. I know you probably have better things to do, like, I don't know, watching paint peel. I don't know. But we'll let you go. But always keep in mind, you be good to yourself. You be good to each other. Yeah, thank you, Truth, man. I appreciate you being here. You know, you didn't have to. But I will talk to you later, okay? I'll notify everybody before we do a live. We want to do more lives because I'm paying for this streaming service. I'm going to use it. I got unlimited streaming I can do, so I'm not going to do every day. Actually, we can do every day. No.
I'm not. I'm not sure.
No, I wouldn't do it every day. No. All right, man. You all have a great night. Be good, be careful, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
So do we, Shane. So do we. All right, Misha, thank you for coming up. You have a wonderful birthday. And give your grandson a hug and a kiss from me and Myles, okay? All right, bye for now, guys.
Bye-bye.